What's up guys, it's Kory from Gentleman Within, a channel dedicated to helping men dress better and feel their best. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Taft boots. Stay tuned. Taft Clothing is a direct-to-consumer brand that's succeeding in a big way. Starting off with no-show socks, they then pivoted into shoes and boots, and the rest, as they say, is history. This in-depth Taft boot review features the ever-popular Taft boot in the Oxblood colorway. I'll cover a little bit about the brand, style and design, quality and craftsmanship, comfort and durability, shoe sizing and price, and whether or not they're worth your money. As always, after watching, you can hop on over to the blog for a deeper dive into the Taft brand, including the unboxing experience and how they compare with similar brands like Thursday Boots, Allen Edmonds, and Wolverine. Now let's jump into the review, starting with a little bit of history. So Taft Clothing was founded by Kory and Mallory Stevens in 2013. And the idea was conceived on a trip to Paris, France when they were walking down the steps of the Sacre Coeur. Just 5 years later, the bootstrap Taft is now making over $20 million a year, with celebrities like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and NBA players like James Harden wearing Taft just because they like them. And among the company's investors include NBA champion MVPs Dwayne Wade and Andre Iguodala. But enough about all that, you guys are here for the review, so let's jump right in with the style and design. From a style standpoint, it's really hard to top Taft's sleek aesthetic. If you thought Thursday Boots has modern and sleek silhouettes, Taft's are even sleeker. Taft stands out where other brands choose to play it safe. Many of their styles are made with interesting textures, mixing wool with leather and even woven designs. The shoes and boots are truly standout, which I'm sure helped them to gain traction and grow their fan base on social media. And so people will ask you about these boots when you go out. Every time I go out, I get compliments and comments on these boots. Where did I get them? They look so fresh. And so let's talk a little bit about this Taft boots design. Again, it's the Rome boot in the Oxblood colorway. It's a deeply rich burgundy-esque tone with very subtle hint of purple. The shade sort of changes depending on the lighting situation, but you can definitely see the purple at certain angles. This cap toe decoration right here dials down the formality of this boot ever so slightly, and there is non-contrast stitching, and so it really does blend in to the boots. Down here we've got a Blake rapid stitched sole, 360 around the boot, and it's highly contrasting against the Oxblood color, which is a little bit stark in my opinion. It's a little bit too contrasting for my liking. But I chose the Rome boot primarily for its versatility. You know, it's primed to be worn with both formal and more casual looks, definitely right at home with a smart casual aesthetic. It's not a dress boot, but with its sleek silhouette, it does look like one. And so how I would wear these Rome boots, I would rock it with a blazer, you know, over a button-down shirt and chinos or even jeans, you know. I wouldn't recommend pairing it with a full-on suit, however. I think that's just too formal for these boots. For the quality and craftsmanship, all Taft boots and shoes are handcrafted in Spain and more recently in Portugal. According to Taft, all of their boots are painted, stained, and burnished by hand, and so each pair is going to be different from the next. It takes 4 different coats of paints to finish and to achieve the rich finish seen in this boot right here. They also hand cut all of their patterns, and so these boots are hand cut as opposed to being cut with a laser or with a mold. On the bottom here, you've got this leather outsole with these stacked rubber inserts, and so it's going to provide extra gripping because anyone knows when you have an all leather bottom, it's super slippery in wet conditions. But by having these rubber inserts and this rubber heel on the back here, it's going to help with traction and grip during wet conditions. As I mentioned with the construction before, it is a rapid Blake stitched welt, and so it's not Goodyear welted, which is typically, you know, the standard that people come to expect from high quality boots. But Blake stitch welts are also, you know, resolable over time. And also another thing about Blake stitch is that it gives the boots a sleeker silhouette than say a Goodyear welt typically. Quick quality control check when I first opened the box and checked out the boots. There were no loose stitching, no blemishes on the boots, so they were just clean. The leather upper is super soft and flexible. It's got that pebble grain appearance, which is a really nice contrast against the smooth leather of the cap toe and the back heel. My first impression of this cap toe leather here and along the back heel is that it's really soft, and so that led me to believe that there might be some durability concerns, which I'll discuss in the next section. So comfort and durability. So comfort wise, the Taft Rome boot feels great on my feet, and it really didn't take that long to break them in. You know, they're fully lined with calfskin leather, so it feels really soft to the touch. And keep in mind that a fully leather lined shoe or boot helps to speed up the break-in process, which, you know, as I said before, the Rome boots are quite comfortable out of the box. The boots are pretty form-fitted to my feet, which is a standard D width, and that's all that they offer, which I'm sure is a big problem for a lot of guys because some guys have a lot wider feet. But for me, you know, with the leather lined boot, it's really comfortable. It has a comfortable footbed on the insole, and so the boots are really comfortable for wearing throughout the day and walking around all day. Now I want to talk a little bit about some durability concerns with the boot. As I said before, I'm a little concerned about the soft leather on the cap toe here and along the heel of the boot. I'm sure you probably already saw this little gash here on the cap toe, but my first couple of times wearing them, I was in the back seat of a car, and you know, I have no idea how this happened, but I must have hit the metal underneath the car seat. But you know, I got out of the car and I saw this gash here. I was like, that's crazy. How did that happen, you know? It surprised me how fragile they could be, considering, you know, I didn't even realize they were scratched until I had gotten out of the car. And since then, several more scuff marks and minor marks have appeared, though it's not as bad as the initial one. You know, this leads me to believe that I might have to be really careful with these boots. For the boot break-in period, it took just several wears to break them in, and they're just really comfortable right out of the box, as I mentioned. Super soft leather upper, much quicker break-in period than other brands like my Thursday President boots, my Wolverine 1000 miles, and my Ellen Edmonds Dalton, which I compare to these boots in an article over on my blog, which I'm gonna link down in the description for you. Okay, let's jump in with Taft shoe sizing and price. According to Taft, their shoes and boots run slightly big, and so they suggest to size down if you're in between sizes. And keep in mind that their footwear does not come in half sizes. As mentioned before, all of their boots come in a standard D width. My boot size is 7.5, and I size down to 7, and the fit is perfect. For the price, the Taft Rome boot comes in at $275. And as far as I know, they don't offer any types of sales online, but they do have the occasional warehouse sale in select cities. And finally, they do offer factory seconds, which you can get pretty steep discounts, shoes for like $175 to $200. And in the end, are Taft boots worth it? Well, at a sub $300 price point, they're still considered entry level, with exception to the Dragon boot, which I believe is currently sold out right now. It's a super popular boot, and the Dragon boot is also the only boot that's Goodyear welted in their collection. But durability concerns aside, I would say that Taft is a great entry-level boot, similar to Thursday boots. And so I would say for men and women looking to invest in a first pair of entry-level boots, quality boots that are also really stylish, Taft is a great choice. I can't speak to the longevity of these boots. I've had them for maybe 2 to 3 months now, but I'm gonna do an update video in about a year, see how they held up. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos like this weekly. That's all I got for this video. Cheers to your style, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.